Another Death Row production. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. It is Tuesday, May 19th. Looking back at yesterday, we do hit on our ladder play. Our solo bet came through for us. It could have been a much better day had I not played the damn Braves. They got absolutely stomped in that game. Terrible read on my part, but you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, the link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video here today, the 4 bets we'll be placing. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, we're gonna have to do this video express style. This is how it always is with me. You guys know my schedule. Emergency electrician, the minute it hits 11:30, 12 o'clock, phone starts ringing to head out to a job. So let's run through this one super quick. They wanted me at the job already, but we're getting this video out. Getting into the first game here, we got the Atlanta Braves in Miami taking on the Marlins. We got the left-handed pitcher Perez on the mount for the Braves. We got Garrett on the mount for the Marlins. Looking at Perez here on the mount for the Braves, he's been solid for them. When they need him in the bullpen, he comes out of the bullpen and pitches really good. When they put him as a starter, he goes about 4 or 5 innings, pitches about 1 run, 2 run baseball. Looking at the matchup here today for Perez, he's going to be seeing a Marlins lineup that's batting .230 versus left-handed pitching, only slugging .269 versus lefties. I could see Perez going about 5-6 innings, 1 run baseball. He is a ground ball pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact. This Marlins lineup is 6 left-handed bats. The only 2 guys that I do worry about for Perez was Edwards and Lopez, but other than that, like I said, I could see him going 5-6, giving up a run. The Braves bullpen, I don't like this spot here today for them. I can see them coming in this game here today, giving up a few runs themselves. On the other side, we got Garrett on the mount for the Marlins. He made his first start of the season last week in Minnesota, pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs. He's a ground ball pitcher. He throws the sinker primarily about 35% of the time. He's going to be seeing a Braves lineup that has been killing sinker ball pitchers this season. They're batting .252 versus right-handed pitching on the year, slugging .418. I can see this Braves lineup coming out here today, getting a few runs once again off of Garrett, turning it over to a Marlins bullpen that's in a good spot to come in and take over, slow down these Braves bats. I can still see them giving up a run or 2, but not getting lit up in this one. Looking at the weather, it's down in the dome, so it's not going to really be swaying anything. Let's get to the picks. The Braves are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the over 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Harris of the Braves for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Guardians in Detroit taking on the Tigers. The left-handed pitcher Messick on the mount for the Guardians, Montero on the mount for the Tigers. Alright, we got Messick here on the mount for the Guardians. The left-handed pitchers look really solid this season. His last 2 starts, he saw the Twins and the Angels, 2 lineups that have been crushing left-handed pitching. Both of those games, he pitched past the 6th inning, gave up 1 run to the Twins, 2 runs to the Angels. Today, he's going to be seeing a Detroit Tigers lineup that's only batting .223 versus lefties, slugging .350 versus left-handed pitching. I can see Messick, who's a strikeout pitcher, coming out here today, having a real solid outing, going about 6-7 innings, giving up a run, turning it over to a Guardians bullpen that continues to play very well. I can see them coming in, closing the door on this Tigers lineup. On the other side, we got Kaider Montero off to an amazing start this season. His last outing, though, was probably his worst start of the year against the Mets. Pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs. He's a ground ball pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact. His ERA is at 3.30 right now. He has expected ERA that's still above 4.50. I guess they eventually are expecting him to fall off the cliff. He's going to be seeing 8 left-handed bats in this lineup today. He struggles versus lefties. I could see Montero struggling in this one, turning it over to a Detroit Tigers bullpen that continues to struggle of late. I can see the arms available for the Tigers coming in, letting up a few runs. Looking at the weather here today, it's going to be pitcher friendly. We're going to have wind blowing in from the outfield into the diamond. Not to mention, the beginning of this game, it's expected to have rain for I want to say the first hour of the game. So this game could be pushed back. Let's get to the picks here. The Guardians are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Martinez of the Guardians for 2 total runs today. Next up, we got the Reds in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. Chase Burns on the mount for the Reds. We got the left-handed pitcher Luzardo on the mount for the Phillies. Alright, we got Burns here on the mount for the Reds, off to an amazing start. 9 starts this season. He has a 187 ERA. Looking at this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Philadelphia Phillies lineup that's batting .242 versus right-handed pitching, slugging .407. Chase Burns is a 2-pitch pitcher. He throws that fastball, which is amazing, 100 plus miles per hour, and a really good slider. Looking at the individual matchup, there's a bunch of Phillies that match up well against Burns. Not to mention he has bad splits versus lefties. He's going to see 6 lefties in this lineup here today. I can see Burns going about 5-6 innings, giving up a run or 2. He's at his best when he's working the strikeouts. This Phillies order really doesn't strike out that much. He's going to be relying on a lot of contact outs. Like I said, I could see the Phillies getting to him, turning it over to a Reds bullpen. Once again, like a broken record, they are terrible. They're going to come in, give up a bunch of runs. On the other side, we got Luzardo on the mount here. For one, he's going to be seeing this Reds lineup who has been hitting left-handed pitching very well this season. On the year, they're only batting .230 versus lefties, but the last 4 left-handed starting pitchers they've seen, they've gotten to them. The last start against Foster Griffin of the Nationals, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs to this Reds lineup. Looking at Luzardo here today for him, I can see Luzardo having success against this Reds team. This Reds lineup striking out the 10th most in Major League Baseball. Luzardo is a strikeout pitcher. He's at his best. We always say it when he's working the K's. I can see him still giving up a home run or 2 here today. It's going to be hitter-friendly weather. Giving up a home run or 2, but being able to work the strikeouts, going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Phillies bullpen that's been really good of late, in a good spot to come in and shut the door on the Reds. Looking at the weather here, we're going to have 90 degrees at start, 12-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to right field, giving left-handed batters a slight advantage. Let's get to the picks. The Phillies are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, we're taking Bryce Harper with the Phillies to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Mets in DC taking on the Nats. We got Noah McLean on the mount for the Mets. The left-handed pitcher Foster Griffin on the mount for the Nationals. Getting into this one here. First of all, these guys played a crazy game yesterday. The Mets scored 10 runs in the top of the 12th. Today, they got Noah McLean on the mount for the Mets. This guy's been amazing this season. 8 starts, 2.92 ERA. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to be seeing a Nationals lineup that's batting .242 versus right-handed pitching on the season. Granted, in their last 8 games played versus righties specifically, they're only batting .233. So I can see them coming out here today struggling versus McLean. Like I said, this guy's a dominant pitcher, has some filthy work that he throws. I can see him going about 6-7 innings, which he's been doing all season. He goes deep into these games, going 6-7 innings, striking out 5-6 batters, giving up a run or 2. He is prone to give up home runs. That's the big knock on him this season. Turning it over to a Mets bullpen that's continuing to play very good. I can see them coming in, shutting the door on this Nats lineup. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Foster Griffin. He got squashed in his last start versus the Reds. Today, he's going to be seeing a Mets lineup that on the season has bad numbers versus lefties, but in their last 6 games played versus left-handed pitching, they're batting .255. Slugging .404. They've been hitting up left-handed pitching of late. I can see Foster Griffin getting hit up in this one. He's a ground ball pitcher, contact pitcher. I can see him struggling in this one. Turning it over to a Nationals bullpen that was playing very well for, I want to say, a good 15-16 game stretch, but we are starting to see the regression in them. I can see them coming in, giving up a bunch of runs. Looking at the weather here today, hitter friendly, plus 10 home run percentage on Ballpark Pal. I can see a bunch of runs being scored in this game. Let's get to the picks. The Mets are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the over 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Juan Soto of the Mets to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Blue Jays in New York taking on the Yankees. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Jays. Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Blue Jays, coming off of back-to-back really good starts. He pitched 7 scoreless against the Angels. Then his last outing last week, he pitched into the 7th inning against the Rays, only giving up a run. Today, he's going to be seeing a Yankees lineup that's batting .233 versus right-handed pitching, but they're slugging .465. Dylan Cease is a fastball slider pitcher. He's at his best when he's working the strikeouts. This Yankees lineup is a middle-of-the-pack strikeout team right now. They're not like, you're not going to come out there and expect to get 7-8 strikeouts versus them. They are a patient lineup. They draw a lot of walks. I can see Dylan Cease struggling here today, seeing 6 left-handed bats, a bunch of power left-handed bats. The 3 main guys that match up well against them, Bellinger, Rice, and Grisham. I can see, like I said, him going about 5-6 innings, giving up 3 runs in this one here today, turning it over to a Blue Jays bullpen that is in a much better place today than they were yesterday. Yesterday's video, I got a bit of flack for saying that I like the Yankees bullpen a bit better than the Blue Jays. The arms that were available for the Blue Jays yesterday, I was saying it, they were going to come in and give up runs. That's what they did today. The arms that's available for the Blue Jays, I like them much better. I can see them coming in, shutting the door on the Yankees lineup. On the other side, we got Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. He's looked solid this season, coming off a good start against the Orioles, pitched into the 6th inning, gave up 2 runs. Today, he's going to be seeing a Blue Jays lineup that's batting .242 versus right-handed pitching, only slugging .380. Looking at the matchup here today for him, the 2 main guys that I really worry about for him is Varsho and Barger, guys that are capable of going yard off of him. It's going to be a hitter-friendly day out there in the Bronx. Looking at the Yankees bullpen, I don't like the spot here today for the Yankees bullpen. I could see the arms available for the Yankees coming in this game, letting up a few runs. Looking at the weather, 90 degrees at start, 8-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Trent Grisham of the Yankees to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Brewers in Chicago taking on the Cubs. Mizorowski on the mound for Milwaukee, Ben Brown on the mound for the Cubs. Mizorowski's looked amazing for Milwaukee this year. He's made 7 starts. In those 7 starts, he has a 2.12 ERA. His last 3 outings, 21 innings combined, 0 runs given up. Today, he's going to be seeing a Chicago Cubs lineup, 6 left-handed bats. They're batting .242 versus right-handed pitching, slugging .407. Mizorowski's seen this Cubs lineup before. He has good numbers against them. Mizorowski right now is in amazing form. The fastball's hitting minimum 100 miles per hour right now. I can see him going about 5-6 innings, giving up a run. It's going to be pitcher-friendly weather out in Wrigley today. Turning it over to this Milwaukee bullpen that continues to play very well of late. They're rested coming into it. I can see them holding off the Cubs bats. On the other side, it's going to be that Ben Brown, Assad day for the Cubs. This is the 2nd time now they're doing it. The last 2 times, though, it's worked for them. They went 8 scoreless innings last week against the Braves, with Ben Brown and Assad coming in, both of them pitching 4 innings each. Looking at the matchup here today for them. For one, this Milwaukee Brewers lineup in their last 8 games played is batting .266 as a unit, slugging .404. They've been really starting to come on of late. A bunch of their players have gotten healthy. They're all starting to hit again. I do like this spot here for Milwaukee to get to Ben Brown and Assad. The Cubs bullpen continues to play very poorly, especially comparing their numbers to earlier in the season overall. They started to regress. I can see them giving up a few runs when they come into it. It's in Chicago today, Wrigley. It's going to be about 75 at start. We're going to have wind blowing in from the outfield about 10-12 miles per hour. Let's get to the picks. The Brewers are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Contreras of Milwaukee for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Pirates in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates. We got the left-handed pitcher Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates, off to a good start this year. His last outing though, he got hit up against the Rockies, pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs. He saw this Cardinals lineup in April. In that game, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs to this Cardinals team. Today, on the road for one, this Pirates team has terrible splits overall on the road this season, even dating back to last season. This is a team that plays much better in their home games. Mitch Keller has much better splits in his home games, struggles on the road in his road starts versus the St. Louis Cardinals lineup that, like I said, has very good numbers against them. This Pirates bullpen is rested coming into this one here today. Both of these teams, these were the 2 teams that didn't play yesterday, so both of them are rested coming into it. I could see this Pirates bullpen coming in after Mitch Keller goes. I'm projecting about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. I could see the Pirates bullpen coming in, taking over, giving up a run or 2 themselves, but not getting hit up too much. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Liberatore on the mound for St. Louis. He's looked decent this season. He's been really struggling with his command in these games. He did see this Pirates lineup in April. In that game, he pitched 7 innings, gave up a run. Today, he's going to be seeing this Pirates lineup that continues to struggle versus left-handed pitching. They've lost the last 3 starts. They've seen a left-handed pitcher. The Cardinals bullpen's in a good spot. It's well to come in and take over versus for Liberatore, I should say, when he gets taken out. After I see him going about 6-7 innings, giving up 2 runs here today. It's going to be pitcher-friendly weather out in St. Louis. Wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The odds makers have this game as a dead even pick'em spot, 108. I agree with them. This was a tough game to call, but I like the St. Louis Cardinals in this one on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Gorman of the Cardinals for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Texas Rangers in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Kumar Rocker on the mound for the Rangers. The left-handed pitcher Peralta on the mound for the Rockies. Kumar Rocker on the mound for the Rangers. He's looked terrible all season, but especially in his last 3 outings, giving up a minimum of 3 runs, walking a minimum of 3 batters, not going past the 5th inning. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to be seeing a Colorado Rockies lineup that continue to play much better in their home games offensively this season. They're killing right-handed pitching, batting .252 on the season versus righties, slugging .417. I can see Kumar Rocker, who has a hard hit rate at 51%, coming out here today, getting lit up by this Rockies lineup. The Rangers bullpen is still not in a good spot here today. They're a good bullpen overall, but they're highly taxed still. I can see the arms available for the Rangers coming in, letting up a few runs. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Peralta opening up the game for the Rockies. Tanner Gordon will be the primary pitcher in this one here today. The reason they got the opener, Gordon got terrible splits versus left-handed bats. The top of this Texas Rangers lineup is like 4 or 5 lefties. Peralta, though, going back to last season, this is going to be the first time he's pitching in the majors this year. Dating back to last year, this guy had very good splits versus left-handed bats. I could see him going 1 time through the lineup. After that, Gordon will come in, pitch 4 or 5 innings, give up 2-3 runs. And then the rest of this Rockies bullpen after that, I think the Rockies will have the advantage late. They're rested now coming into this one. Looking at the weather here today, it's going to be about 40 degrees, and we got wind blowing in from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Rangers are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Colorado Rockies on the money line. The game total set at 10.5. I do like the over 10.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Moniak of the Rockies to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Athletics in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. 2 left-handed starting pitchers in this one. We got Lopez on the mound for the Athletics, Detmers on the mound for the Angels. We got Lopez here on the mound for the Athletics. He's looked absolutely terrible this season. Today, he's going to be seeing an Angels lineup that's batting .245 versus left-handed pitching, slugging .408. Bunch of right-handed bats in this Angels order. Lopez has terrible splits versus righties. Not to mention, like I said, he's a contact pitcher. It's going to be hitter-friendly weather out there in Los Angeles. Tons of power bats in this Angels order. I could see him going about 5 innings, giving up 4 runs here today, turning it over to an Athletics bullpen that's rested, but they're terrible. They're still going to come in and let up a few runs. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Reed Detmers. He's had some decent starts this season, then he's had some really terrible outings. The big thing with him, he is struggling with his command, getting a high pitch count early, turning it over to the Angels bullpen in most of his starts early. The Angels bullpen's terrible on the season. Looking at this game here today for Reed Detmers, he's going to be seeing an Athletics lineup that on the season's batting .230 versus lefties. But the last 3 starts, they've seen a left-handed starting pitcher. They've gotten to those guys. They've won those 3 starts versus the lefties. They've seen their last 3. Looking at the matchup for Detmers, I can see him going about 5-6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to an Angels bullpen. Like I said, it's terrible. I see them coming in, giving up a few. It's going to be hitter-friendly weather in Los Angeles. 85 degrees, 8-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Angels are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the over 9 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Mike Trout of the Angels to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Dodgers in San Diego taking on the Padres. Emmett Sheehan on the mount for the Dodgers. Griffin Canning on the mount for the Padres. Emmett Sheehan on the mount for the Dodgers in this one. Started off the season looking absolutely terrible, but since the month of May has begun, he's gotten his control down. It's translated to success. Like I said, he's gotten back on track. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to be seeing a Padres lineup that's batting .227 on the season versus right-handed pitching, slugging .380. Looking at the matchup for Sheehan, there's 2 guys I worry about. That's the left-handed bats in Sheets and Merrill. Other than that, I can see Emmett Sheehan going about 6 innings, maybe giving up a run. As long as he keeps the walks below 2 and he can pitch 6 innings, he'll have a good outing here today. Turning it over to a Dodgers bullpen that's completely rested coming into it. I can see them coming in, shutting the door on this Padres lineup. On the other side, we got Griffin Canning on the mount. His last 2 outings, 5 innings pitched, 12 runs given up. Today, he's going to be seeing a Dodgers lineup that continues to crush right-handed pitching. Granted, Michael King, we saw him yesterday shut out this Dodgers lineup. He's been on an amazing start, amazing streak overall. He's a very good pitcher. Griffin Canning, not in the same caliber, not in the same league as him. I can see this Dodgers lineup smacking a bump in this one. His primary pitch is that changeup. It's topping out around 86, 85 miles per hour. I see the Dodgers getting to him here today. Getting to this Padres bullpen that's highly compromised. I see them letting up a few runs when they come into it. It's going to be pitcher-friendly weather out there in San Diego once again. 65 degrees, wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Muncy of the Dodgers for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the White Sox in Seattle taking on the Mariners. The left-handed pitcher K on the mount for the White Sox. We got Miller on the mount for the Mariners. Alright, we got the left-handed pitcher K on the mount for the White Sox. He's really started to look good of late. In his last 4 outings, he has an ERA of 3.80. He's going at least 5 innings in all of those games. Today, he's going to be seeing a Mariners lineup that's batting .237 versus left-handed pitching. We saw them get to Schultz yesterday. They match up very well against K here today. I could see K going about 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, turning it over to a White Sox bullpen that is still taxed coming into it. I could see the arms available for the White Sox coming into this game, giving up a few as well. On the other side, we got Miller on the mount for the Mariners. He made his first start of the season last week against the Astros. The main thing I was looking for was the velocity on the pitches, and if he had his control down, he did look good in that game as far as those aspects go. I can see him coming out here today, having a good outing against this White Sox lineup. We talk about it all the time. Their numbers significantly drop in their road games. K pitches much better dating back to last season in his home starts. I can see K going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to a Mariners bullpen that is not in as good of a spot they were yesterday. The arms available for the Mariners today, I see them coming in, giving up a few runs. It's going to be pitcher-friendly weather, the lowest rated date on Ballpark Pal. Let's get to the picks. The Mariners are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the under 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, we're taking Josh Naylor of the Mariners to hit a home run today. Final game of the day, we got the Giants in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. Landon Rupp on the mound for the Giants. We got Nelson on the mound for the Diamondbacks. We got Landon Rupp on the mound for the Giants, off to an amazing start this year. High ground ball rate, 42%. He's able to work the strikeouts. He's averaging 7.5 Ks per 9 innings. He's going to be seeing a Diamondbacks lineup here today that's only batting .333 versus right-handed pitching. I can see Landon Rupp coming out here today having a very good outing against this Diamondbacks team, going about 6, if not 7 innings, giving up a run or two, turning it over to a Giants bullpen they've started to regress of late. They're not playing as well as they were doing at the top of the month of May in their last 8 games played. This Giants bullpen has an ERA of 4.60. I can see the bullpen for this Giants team coming in, giving up a few runs here today. The Diamondback on the other side for the Diamondbacks, we got Nelson on the mound. He's been absolutely terrible this season. This was a guy that looked good last year. This season, hard hit rate at 49%. That's been his downfall. Struggling with his command as well. I can see Nelson going about 5 innings, giving up 2 to 3 runs against this Giants lineup that continue. I mean, like I was saying yesterday, they were hitting well out in Sacramento, but back on the road once again. They struggled to hit the ball yesterday against Zach Gallen, but today against Nelson, they match up well against them. Just doing the matchups, I could see this Giants team getting to him. The Diamondbacks bullpen, I don't like this spot for the Diamondbacks bullpen. I see them coming in, letting up a few runs. It's down in Arizona in the Dome, so no weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Diamondbacks are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the road dogs in this spot. Give me the San Francisco Giants on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Devers of the Giants for 2 total bases today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. Our ladder play came through for us yesterday, the Colorado Rockies on the money line. The win was $53.35, and today we will be playing that $53.35 on the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. We're getting them at -124. Guys, we are 30-17 on the season. On our solo bets, this is the lowest odds we've ever played in 47 games this season. -124. Up to this point, it had been -110, but today I don't like this slate. You know, like I didn't even have no underdog picks really on the thing. Only 2+ money plays I picked in as far as on the run line. Anyways, today this is our ladder play. Let's flip this $53.35. The Cleveland Guardians, we're getting them at -124. This is our ladder play of the day. Next I have a 2-leg home run parlay I'm playing here today. I'm taking Juan Soto of the Mets, and then after that I'm taking Mike Trout of the Angels, a 2-leg $10 parlay. Up next we have a 3-leg parlay we're playing here today. We started off with the Atlanta Braves on the money line. We're then going to play the Blue Jays Yankees. Game total will go over 8.5 total runs, and we wrap up the parlay with the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line. And our final bet of the day will be another 3-leg parlay, all money line picks. We started off with the New York Mets. We're then going to play the St. Louis Cardinals, and we wrap it up with the Colorado Rockies. All 3 picks on the money line, a 3-leg $10 parlay. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Tuesday. This season, we've been having a lot of good Tuesdays. We have a lot of winning days on Tuesday, so let's keep that trend going. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.